Are you still struggling with how to get your skies in your watercolor paintings to look believable, to look real and luminous and beautiful? Hi, I'm Margaret with Sacramento Art Classes, and I have a short video that will give you some tips and some hints of how to make beautiful, believable skies in watercolors. And if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll talk to you about my free supply list as well. So let's go. Painting good watercolor skies is one of the trickiest things that you can do in watercolors. I'm showing you some of my samples of work that I did in my sketchbook with different kinds of skies. And since we are doing skies, water content is very, very important on this. So I highly recommend that you use 100% cotton paper for this. And I'm going to encourage you to use your largest brush that you feel comfortable with. I'm going to use this number 20 round. And you probably need to have a Kleenex too for a couple of different reasons. So if you have a Kleenex or a piece of toilet paper, we want that. And your colors today, let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Your colors today, let's use a gray, like a Payne's gray or a neutral tint. I'm going to use a blue. A good all-around blue is cobalt blue, and then I'll use a red and a yellow for these. So here's a quick look at my palette here. I've already got my colors mixed. Here is my neutral tint, my cobalt blue. I apologize for that ring light making a reflection there. This is quinacridone red, which is kind of a pinky red, and I like a warm yellow, and I'm using Hansa Yellow Deep for this. So one thing that's almost always true for skies is the first pass is generally what sets the scene for everything. So the more you mess with it, the more difficult it is if you for you to get a good sky if you keep on going back into it. Okay, I'm going to start with wet into wet. So this is again why I wanted you to use this kind of paper, 100% cotton. So I'm pre-wetting my sky. This one will be the easiest, I think, of all, and this is just a blue sky with some clouds in it. So you can go two ways. It's very wet here already, and you can either put on your blue and let it swim around everywhere, or you can on purpose maybe leave some little pieces of paper that are little sections of paper that are unpainted. So you can see here and here there are a few, I guess you could call them holes in my blue sky there where I didn't let the paint get to, and that's where I'm going to hope for some clouds. So when you do this, be prepared to do a whole bunch of them, because there's something that will maybe bug you about different ones, and that is why we have this Kleenex. So let's say you want your clouds to be a little bit more distinct. You can very loosely crumple this and then very gently just blot a little bit, and you're lifting out, you can see you're lifting out some of the color. If you were to press more, you'll lift more, and you're essentially you're drying out your paper faster, so this blue paint won't flow in as easily because you're drying up the paper, and the paint moves when your paper is really wet. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. Another thing that you can do with this is you can actually take the corner of it just like that and gently drag through, and that will maybe soften some edges or make some wispy cloud lines in there. It's not showing so well on this little swatch, but this is just another little thing to try. Okay, so there's my first sky right there, and I know that was super quick, but I'm going to call it done because otherwise I will probably ruin it. So don't feel bad if you ruin them. I've been painting 25 years and I ruin skies sometimes too.